Hey guys, so today I am coloring in a drawing. It's kind of because of COVID I decided to draw this drawing. It's basically because we can't go outside anymore, and the last time I was able to go to like a convention or an expo was like at least 1 to 2 years ago. So it's like around 2 years ago, to be honest, because of COVID we can't go outside. I don't really mind staying indoors because ever since I got a job, I kind of just did stuff on the weekends. But I did go to Fan Expo like a long while ago, around like 2 to 3 years ago with my cousin once. But yeah, it's been a while, so I decided to draw a drawing that makes it look like what it would look like when I go to a convention. I'm hugging my body pillow Kirishima in this drawing, because I do have a body pillow of Kirishima, and yes, he's not like the small ones, he's like really big, he's like 150 centimeters, so that's why he's like almost my height in this picture, that I drew. I kind of Some of my poses for the arms tend to look a bit stiff, but I'm a shy person in general, so me standing in this certain position, I always look like I'm a bit stiff anyway, so it's realistic enough to be honest for me. I am coloring in my skin tone right now, and I don't know what expression to give myself. I like to give myself these like small smile expressions because my face naturally looks like it's a bit upset at times, but I have like this neutral face that kind of looks like tiny bit negative, but that's just how my face looks. On the arm, for some reason, because every time I use like the folder underneath, sometimes the marker is like, because the marker bleeds through and it's kind of like stuck onto the folder. So actually, when I draw over, because the moisture of like the fresh marker, it actually that I'm actually using to draw another drawing, it sometimes like leftover marker will come through from the folder. So some of that got on the arm. It's a little like black dots. It's not that bad compared to other times where it was like green or red coming out, and then I was like, that's too obvious, but this time was okay. For my hair, it was a bit difficult because I still have like a little bit of platinum blonde highlights. I didn't really get the blonde that I wanted the first time I actually dyed my hair. I had to like bleach it twice, but the second time it didn't even want to bleach that much. So my hair was like not changing the color that I wanted. So it's not as light as I would like. So I basically still have it. Eventually I'll probably get it cut off because my hair is super long right now. So yeah, but I added some brown to fade into the black because normally what happens is you bleach your hair, and my hair is black, so like that's the darkest pigment, and eventually it goes to brown, and then it goes to light brown, and then like a golden color, and then it turns to platinum blonde. But it's hard to reach platinum blonde, especially if you have dark hair. So this is basically what I'm coloring in. I left the white highlight on my hair on purpose so that way it looks like my hair is shiny. I usually forget to do this because this is a new thing that I wanted to add to like drawing anime characters, but I keep forgetting, so I kind of scratched that idea like a while ago in terms of like keeping a white spot for the highlights, but I just added it anyways for this one because I remembered. So yeah, sometimes little details I forget, and then I'll be like, wait, I was supposed to do that. But this time I remembered, and then I'm just going over with like multiple shades of black. For the outfit, I went for a red outfit, a red shirt. I actually have a red shirt with like a zipper on the collar, so I ended up trying to replicate that shirt that I have just because I like the color red. And anyways, I'm hugging Kirishima, so yeah. I realized the chisel tip during this time was like running low on ink, so I just switched back to the brush. Usually I use the chisel tip for like bigger areas, but it's like slowly running out of ink, so I decided to just use the brush tip instead. Um, it took me a while to actually color this drawing, to be honest, just because there's so many things going on in terms of like I added like a skirt with like straps, and the problem with the skirt with straps is that it was really like the straps are overlapping, so there's a lot of stuff overlapping in this drawing that made me take a longer time to color. It took me almost about like 54 minutes, which I would say roughly an hour. Um, and coloring takes like the longest time, anyways, but just the whole process of it, including the outlining, it just took a long while. But I did my best to like do it as fast as possible, like color as fast as possible. But you'll notice like it, I really took a long time for this. For this strap, the left strap, you'll notice that I actually have it kind of leaning off of my shoulder rather than just completely on my shoulder, because I want it to be like actual clothing where sometimes it doesn't stay where you want it to stay. So I had that. Um, I recently got a skirt that was like this. It was like a My Hero Academia one too. I didn't add the character detailing just because most of the stuff is overlapped by like the body pillows. So I ended up like not adding the characters that were actually on printed onto the skirt. I just kept it a simple black skirt. Too much detail, I feel like, might confuse the eyes a bit. So yeah. Um and I gave myself black pants underneath. Yes, I usually wear some sort of pants underneath just cuz I wear like shorts underneath normally. But yeah, and then I am coloring in this lanyard. So the whole point of the lanyard is like in convention sometimes they give you like the pass if you buy like a 2 to 3 day pass. They'll give you like an actual card, so that way when you show them the pass they'll know that you have that how many days you can enter. So this is just one of those things. The only place where I actually got in like a pass was from Anime North. I think for only 1 day it still equals to a pass. Like they give you a card for it with a lanyard. While for Fan Expo, I think they'll only give you a lanyard and a card if you're doing like the 3 day thing. So there's like different deals and stuff like that. Anyways, this is all the stuff that I remember based on like a couple years ago. But yeah, it's been a long time since I've been outside. So for Kirishima, you'll notice I didn't add as much detail as I usually do, or the detail that I added to myself in this drawing, just because it was more so that he was just a pillow print on it's just a print on a pillow, and I didn't want you guys to mistake it for like so much detail going on the pillow and so much detail going on like the actual person that I'm drawing, which is myself. For my pillow, there is two sides. One of them is Kirishima in the UA uniform, which is the one that I chose because it was the simplest to draw and it was pretty easy. The other one is Kirishima medieval style, so he's like a fantasy AU. I always call it medieval, but it's called fantasy AU, and basically he's supposedly a dragon according to what people have seen. I just saw recently the actual creator, he posted new pictures of his redesign for the Fantasy AU, which is really cool. They're actually wearing more clothing and it's a bit more complicated and detailed, but I don't mind either way, like the first version or the second version. They're really nice. So now I'm just coloring in Kirishima. it kind of looks a bit strange because, to be honest, the pillow isn't as wide as he actually is, but um his legs, like the gap between his legs and stuff like that, are there. So yeah, there is like some sort of light that comes out from like where his fists are hitting together, because his quirk is hardening and like stuff like that. But what happens is I ended up not adding the light because detail. It was like so much to go around, especially my hand and the lanyard that I put around my arm. That was like way too much already. I decided to put the lanyard on my arm because you couldn't see it through like my actual like if I put it on my neck and then the pillow was there. But also I feel like I'm someone who just does that, like wears a lanyard on my arm. Sometimes I just strap things to my arm. So yeah, so and then I have a tote bag full of like posters. I drew like 2 posters. So I'm outlining the whole drawing. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and share. Click the notification bell button if you want to see any if you want to get any notifications for when I upload new videos, and check down in the description box below. All the social media is there. You can actually like and follow those, and you'll see like the postings for like the process work of this drawing as well, and more drawings are in my drawings playlist too. But yeah, basically I don't really mind the fact that I have to stay indoors more because I usually don't go out a lot anyways. So this is one of those things where I was like, oh, I kind of miss, because I remember Anime North actually saying that they were gonna open this year, and then they said no, it's gonna be next year. So it was delayed because we still didn't get the vaccine. But yeah, this is more so of a drawing, just something I miss going outside, even though I'm someone who doesn't always go outside for the most part. I just go outside because I have work and that's it, and then I come home and then I draw, and that's basically all I do. um I don't really socialize with people outside too, so like most of my friends are actually in America, so it's kind of funny. I just text them all every day, so I don't have to go outside to socialize. It's just me. Um, but yeah, so I'm outlining his teeth, and then I'm outlining his neck, and then some parts of his uniform. Um, It's kind of funny looking. His legs, they look small, but actually it's because the pillow isn't the right width of him, so his legs are kind of cut off in that. So yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share again.